Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode of Blue Ridge Off-Grid Living. This is going to be a series and kind of a documentary of, of how we achieved our goals here in the mountains of North Carolina. Our goal was to be self-sustainable here. We're not quite to that point to where we're completely self-sustainable, and what I mean by that is growing our own food and that sort of thing, because this has been a long drawn out process over the past 2 years, and you're going to get to see that throughout the series of videos that's going to be coming out over a period of time. So you kind of get to learn what we went through in order to achieve our goals here in the mountains of North Carolina. I live here full time now. I am living off grid, completely off grid. I love it, absolutely love it. It is a different lifestyle. A lot of people are curious about it today. The source of renewable energy that we use here in the mountains of North Carolina is solar power. And I felt like today was a good day to start with for our series, because a lot of folks have been sending us questions and asking questions about solar energy. And there's all different types of solar, but we kind of did our own thing by doing research. And uh, the research that we did and the things that we applied have worked really well so far. We're very happy with it. And again, I'm living here full time off grid now, and I have been here full time now for about a month. Prior to that, I was coming up and staying about 2 weeks at a time, and then going back to my other home. So, but now I'm here full time. So today is a cool day in the North Carolina mountains. It's quite foggy. It's overcast. It's been raining off and on. We've had no sunlight whatsoever, and a lot of folks, including my brother, he was like, "Well, you can't make any power when it's like that." And I was like, "Oh, but you're wrong. You're very wrong about that. There's a lot of myths to solar energy." Now, keep in mind, I am not on Duke Energy here. Period. We are not on Duke Energy at all. So we are completely off grid. So this series is going to explain the process that we went through. It's hopefully to answer some of you guys' questions. I know that we have a lot of friends who really would like to do something like we've done here, and it's been a learning curve, and we've done a lot of research. And I'm a firm believer, one of the most important things that I would like to leave with you throughout this video, and I want you to remember this, is that you can get an education without going to college. And although I've been to college and I've done all that and got a degree and that sort of thing, really and truly, with the internet and all of the resources that we have, books, and even instructional videos like what you're watching now here on YouTube, you can learn so much without having to go to school. It's amazing what you can teach yourself and learn from other folks who have been down that road and basically done the hard work by doing their own research and setup and that sort of thing. Now, we didn't copy anybody's plan here. This was my partner's uh, design, the way everything is set up. Um, my partners in crime in this, we sat down at a table, we brainstormed one day, we agreed to do this. We wanted to do this together because they're like family to me, and they are family, but he's pretty savvy with electronics and that sort of thing, so he's taught me a lot as well. But hopefully this series can give you guys some insight of what it's like to live off grid. There's a lot of myths about it. A lot of people think that it's a very hard lifestyle and that you're not living luxurious and that sort of thing. And that is so far from the truth. Living here is great. It really is. It's wonderful. I absolutely love it. I know you hear my neighbor's rooster probably crowing in the background. He's on today. So at any rate, in just a second, we're going to start, and we're going to start on this gray, overcast day. And I'm going to show you something really cool. Be right back. So here we are back on this gray, rainy, cool day. Bigfoot's in the background. He's roaming up here everywhere in the mountains. Believe. So anyway, I'm going to show you today that, like I said, it's been a gray, rainy day, and it's quite cool today. And one of the questions that I get a lot, as I said before, is that, what do you do if it's cloudy and rainy for a week? Because you're not making power. That's not true. You can make power on days like today as well. Solar panels love it when they're cool. So this is pretty much the way they're looking today. You got to keep them free of debris and leaves and that sort of thing, which is not a problem. But they're not getting a whole lot of sunlight, but it's a cool day, and they really make great power when it's cool. So I want to give you an idea. I'm running on a battery bank today, and that battery bank charges with the sun or with light. And I wanted to get an idea of how much power I've used today. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and my refrigerator, my freezer, my lights, my water pump, all of those things. I took a nice hot shower today. The hot water heater is propane, but I've had a really great day. I've even cooked, microwaved a couple of things. I wanted to see how much power I've actually got left in my batteries. It's saying 87%. So I've been pretty active today, but it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I still have 86% now. And I've used a lot of light. Now we're back up to 87%. And that's probably because maybe the refrigerator compressor turned off, and now we'll start generating power again. And that is what's happening. Now we're back to 88%. So that's what happened. Maybe is that the refrigerator, the compressor may be running. That may be the case. So again, that's one of the myths about solar power, is that you don't make any power on days like today, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So I just wanted to clear that up from the very beginning in our series. So although we do make more power on a sunny, cool day, we were still able to make power today and generate power to this battery bank, and finished up the day at 5 o'clock at 95%. We hope you enjoyed your first episode of Blue Ridge Off Grid. There's going to be a lot more videos coming, and we're going to show you kind of the process we went through and some of the things that we experience on a daily basis here in the mountains of North Carolina, living off grid. It's beginning to rain now. We're getting a good rain, and that's great because we've sowed a lot of grass this fall. We're even going to do some episodes on that. We had a really hard time sowing grass here in the mountains of North Carolina because it's so rocky. So lots of things are coming up, and we hope that you enjoyed this first episode. We hope that you will subscribe and that you'll give us a thumbs up. Click on that thumbs up icon right below here. If you will, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. This is new for us, so it's a learning curve. Everything's a learning curve over the past couple of years. It's been absolutely fascinating, and we hope that we fascinate you with what we've done here, and hopefully encourage other people to become more independent from the current situations. I would like to say God bless my friends that live in Moore County, North Carolina. If you haven't heard about that incident, if that's not proof that everyone needs to try to be more independent, I don't know what isn't. So Moore County, North Carolina just recently experienced an attack to the power grid there. I'm not going to elaborate on how that happened. I'll let you research that. Moore County, North Carolina, power grid attack. I'll let you read more about that. There's a lot of conflicting stories on that, and I don't like spreading gossip, but the fact of the matter is the county was without power, everybody, and it's taken several days for folks to get their power back, and it's been quite a scary time for those folks. But I just wanted to reach out to you guys and tell Tracy and them, God bless you. I'm glad you got your power back today, and I hope that our series here at Blue Ridge Off Grid can give you some insight of how to become more independent going forward in your life. It can be done, and it's not as hard as you think it is. So, at any rate, you guys have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.